Gophers on the point. Shot into traffic. Puck sitting there. Backhand on Rancier. A scramble in front of the net. They score! Jimmy Snuggerud!
A little bar down, but instead, well, he puts his work helmet on and just grinds this one in. Pushes that puck in.
Jackson Nelson scoops it up for the Gophers. Shot by Johnson. Rebound Snuggerud! He's got two!
Thank you, Jimmy, for paying me off on that, because well, that is what the difference maker is right there. Doesn't stick out.
Remember, this is Rancier's second career start. Here's a one-timer score! Hat trick for Snuggerud!
So some players shoot the puck right there. Jimmy Snuggerud, congratulations on your first career hat trick.
By Lacombe, played off to Snuggerud, who again had the hat trick last night. Quick shot, score!
It's a heck of a shot there. It's one of those guys you know after last night, you just got to take away that time and space.
Yeah, he snapped one off last night for his third, and this is another real quick shot that gets under the crossbar.
That's one that, as a goaltender, that thing's coming off that stick.
And once again, you got bodies in front. You got guys calling for tips. As a D, you're aiming for those sticks.
Really what we saw North Dakota be so great about in the second period, get players in front of not one, but two. The North Dakota player gets a piece on it, and then it carries.
On the men's side. And here's the one-timer from Snuggerud on the power play to make it 4-1 Minnesota. Here's another look at it. There's Snuggerud right at the top of the circle on the off wing, the right-hand shot from the left side. Again,
just a cool play there by Jackson. Calm, skates it up, knows exactly what he needs to do.
And Snuggerud delivers!
My blind. That special plays right there. Jimmy Snuggerud has had better opportunities than that.
Cooley, bottom of the circle. Block. Nyes sets up Snuggerud. Two for Jimmy Snuggerud tonight.
Again, unbelievable, just solid play. No cheating here for the Gophers, being responsible for that puck. And to compete again, Matthew Nyes wins a puck battle.
Here's Cooley. He's fresh. 5 minutes in the box. Throws a shot. Rebound chance. They score. Snuggerud found it in one of those scoring areas. And Jimmy Snuggerud with 8:01 to go here in the second has given Minnesota the lead back. It's 3-2.
This is one Eric Portillo wishes he had back. He wishes he had the rebound back. Watch the shot there, and it really...
Going around, trying to get it to Nyes in front. Instead, it's in Snuggerud's hands, and he finishes it right in front of the net for Minnesota, and we're back. It's a 4-4 hockey game as all the action's coming here in the second period, Joseph.
Minnesota zone. Intercepted. Now the Gophers got a 2-on-0 here with Snuggerud and Cooley. Oh, what a snipe by Snuggerud.
Shuts down the 3-on-2. Watch him, the right shot. Steals the backhand pass, and he's got not one but two guys taken off. Nyes says, you take it.
Now Faber is out of the box, and it becomes a Gophers power play. Nelson with it. Straight off the bench. They score! Jimmy Snuggerud ties it up!
Gophers outmanning the Wisconsin Badgers down low, and that was Jackson Nelson helping a 2-on-2 situation. He brings that puck out of the scrum.
No score. Gophers trying to break the ice. It's Nyes in front. Followed up by Snuggerud. Jimmy Snipes strikes again.
Well, it's awfully good to be playing with Matthew Nyes, and it's awfully good to have the skill ability of Jimmy Snuggerud. We're going to watch here in a minute. Watch Nyes take the puck to the net. Brings all sorts of distraction, and Jimmy Snuggerud stays on the doorsteps and bangs it home. Here, watch down to low, Cooley down to Nyes. Watch him come to the middle. All eyes are on him, both defensemen. And there's Jimmy Snuggerud. And that's the key. Both defensive eyes goes to Nyes, and no one's paying attention to 81 Snuggerud for the goal. And with the major power.
Johnson, the first-round pick of the Sabres. Feeds the middle. Snuggerud! 2-0 Minnesota. And he ties his dad for freshman scoring.
So often you hear goal scorers talk about, it's not how hard you shoot it, it's how quick you release
release it. This right here, catches. Releases it in stride, doesn't stick handle the puck. Something you see players do all the time. And this puck isn't perfect. It's bobbling. It is not flat, but he still has the wherewithal to be able to net one home right there to tie his dad. So enjoyed watching how much Logan Cooley developed physically.
Gophers tie the game, and it only took a minute 5. Jimmy Snuggerud makes it 1-1.
Yesterday in the interview, he's got to save that puck as he releases that thing. That is Jimmy Snuggerud's gift. He can release it fast. He can release it from anywhere. Congrats to the Snuggerud family. Pretty cool moment.
Eyes up ahead. One-timer Snuggerud. He's got 2. Jimmy 2 times.
Well, some classy puck movement here from the goal line. Moves it. It's 150 feet up, but that right there, a touch of class is Nyes kind of sells that he may take this puck to net, raises the defense, and ladles this nicely. Snuggerud is not missing from there when that puck is right in the wheelhouse, as you see.
Minnesota, the Badgers now 0 for 3 on the power play. Here's a chance for Snuggerud. He scores. He whistled one past the glove hand of Jared Moe. 4 shots on goal for the Gophers. They potted a pair. It's 2-0.
And the big line comes through again for Snuggerud, his 17th goal of the year. We've told you a lot about him at the top of the show. Number 1 draft choice for the St. Louis Blues. He's scored in 26 of the Gophers' 29 games this year. And you can see he's really snipe it. 2-0 Gophers, a minute 4 into a second period when they've been badly outplayed.
As calm as can be, as per usual. California native. Able to play it forward. Now here comes Snuggerud. Snaps a shot. Score! Minnesota goes up 2-0. As per usual, that top line is moving and grooving.
Well, like I said in the opening, I think Jimmy Snuggerud wanted to change that stat of not having any points against Penn State this season. Great look from Matthew Nyes, I believe. That was Matthew Nyes, and it looked like Snuggerud at first was like, okay, where am I going to pass this puck? He gets it, he's like, oh, he goes to his backhand really quick, back to his forehand, and what makes him so dangerous is his shot's hard, but it's also quick through the maze of Nittany. That they can score as many times on that as possible. That one will never come off the board.
There'll be 3 minutes left on that after the 2 minutes. Here they score right away. Snuggerud's second of the evening, and it's 5-0.
Talk about wasting no time. Middlestad's shot gets blocked as it's all smiles for the Golden Gophers and Jimmy Snuggerud, but the one-timer, a good block by Berger, but then I love what Snuggerud does. He doesn't waste any time. Just get the puck to the net quick, and he gets through the armpit of Grannon. Makes the pass first, but then just rips it right at the net. Doesn't waste any time, buries it. Gophers waste no time on a 5-on-3, and now we'll go, as I talk.
Nice block there by Guzzo. One-timer, what a save by Dobich. The rebound poked in. Nelson in the slot, and the blocker save. Score! 4-2 Minnesota. Jimmy Snuggerud on the power play. Second power play goal for the Golden Gophers tonight, and a 2-goal lead.
Jackson Lacombe controls this laterally, and that comes into Jackson Nelson. Snuggerud.
2 goals right away in the third. All right, boys, just don't do anything stupid, not go to the penalty kill.
Jimmy Snuggerud! What a blast on the power play.
Well, there is a reason they're ranked second in the nation, and it's because they've got guys like Jimmy Snuggerud that can capitalize on a very quick face-off play. I don't think Trotter could even see this. This is a big-time NHL-style one-timer right there. That's Ovechkin-style-esque, right up in the upper corner, perfectly placed.
Great bid for the defenseman in OT. Now it's Snuggerud with the counterpunch. Snuggerud scores! Gophers win it! Controls that draw. Renzel swings it. Right side, more try. Snuggerud scores! The Gophers strike first.
You just cannot leave him alone on that flank. He gets it, and he gets that puck off so quickly. Kind of a broken play. Puck ends up right on Snuggerud's stick. Watch as the Gophers move the puck around. And Moore misses a pass and goes right to Snuggerud. And he just one-times it past Seibel. And I tell you, his release, as I mentioned earlier, is as good as there is in the country. And
tries to feed the slot. Byers never played it. And now Snuggerud with more. Jimmy Snuggerud fires off the post. They say he scored.
Yeah, that went in. Woo! What a rocket by Jimmy Snuggerud. He had the 2-on-1 with Oliver Moore, and he said, nope, I got it. And he let it rip from the top of the circle, top shelf, over the blocker of Seibel to give the Gophers a 2-0 lead. Watch Snuggerud here as he goes up the ice now. It's a 2-on-1 with Moore. He's going to take a look at him. Nope. Decides to let that shot go. And he beats Seibel over the blocker side into the back of the net. In and out in a millisecond. Gophers 2.
The decision to pull the goalie as that shot comes in by Snuggerud, and he finishes on the rebounds. Jimmy Snuggerud, undeniable in this young season, makes it 4.
Locker room, right? And this kid...
quick shot, he scores! Jimmy Snuggerud! Quick release, we're tied, it's 1-1.
Is just, it's remarkable, and Snuggerud gets it in that area, right under the dots, catch the pass.
Spin move and back to Barcheski. Kept in there, and this distance shot again in front of the net, and that's a goal. The Gophers have tied it up. A little bit of an anticlimactic way for it to go, but with how this puck has been bouncing in front of Barcheski all night, you felt like one of them was bound to sneak in, and here it was.
Yeah, this is just what Michigan's continued to struggle with, securing these leads in the third period. And as you said, not really much of a design by Minnesota. Just pushed the puck close to the net and kind of let it do the rest of the work as we look right here.
Just again, if Minnesota scores.
There's Snuggerud, there's the rebound, 2 rebounds, and the second one got blocked.
There it is.
Snuggerud scores! The power play strikes, tie game.
You get pucks on net. You get pucks on net, you create chaos, you have bodies everywhere, and then you find the puck. Jimmy Snuggerud did that there. Watch all the havoc out in front. You got 3 Gophers, 4 Gophers. Snuggerud finally picks it up. Bischel is down. He throws it right at the net right away. Look at 1, 2, 3 chances. Snuggerud sees that. Look, he turned his head right away.
Penn State has done a really good job in the D zone until then.
Wow! How quick was that? Well, there you go. You got your kill that you needed, and all of a sudden, didn't even need to pull the goaltender. 2-goal game.
You know, I hate to say I almost jinxed them. Penn State had done a really nice job of but Jimmy Snuggerud, you can't give him the puck as Pelisic weaves it for him, and you can't put 81 in that position. He snipes it. Grannon almost gets his glove.
Bounces it through center, forcing Bricky to go back to get it, but he fanned on it. Snuggerud between the legs. What a goal by Snuggerud between his own wickets, and then he beats Turnus, and Minnesota on the road draws first blood on that beauty from Jimmy Snuggerud.
Yeah, turnover by the Buckeyes in their own end, and Jimmy Snuggerud makes a absolutely beautiful play. Watches a puck. Snuggerud can't find the puck, so he's going hard after it. And right there, Ohio State defender fans on the puck. Snuggerud, you score a power play goal, and then you take a 5-minute major.
Minnesota 25.5%, and Jimmy Snuggerud a deadly release. And right there, 8 seconds into the power play, the game is tied at 2-2.
So important to score early on a 5-minute major. If you don't score in that first minute, the clock just continues to wind down. You don't play with as much purpose and focus because you think you have so much time. Snuggerud wasted no time here. Right off the draw, Minnesota wins it, and he just uses that defenseman as a screen. And
no score here as the Tigers dodge another bullet. Moore, or rather Snuggerud, down the middle, he scores! There's the shot we were talking about. 1-0 Minnesota.
Absolute ridiculous release by Snuggerud. He's going to get great speed going right through the neutral zone. One move to his right, and bam, he just lets it go. And Berko had no chance on that as Snuggerud beats him to the right-hand side. Low on the ice, and Gophers need to put a push on here.
Snuggerud, the release, and the goal!
Are you kidding me?
A Snuggie snipe, his second of the game.
I'm telling you, you have to get the puck on his stick at least 10 times a game. You saw the release there, it was ridiculous. And Berko had no chance at this. I don't even know if he saw the puck go in the net. Snuggerud just going to stay in that scoring area, and he lets it go over the glove of Berko.
And the first period to the Tigers 1, and the Gophers with an odd man rush to start. This is Pitlick. This is Snuggerud. That's a goal! Snuggerud strikes again, 2-1.
Pitlick just patiently waited. Watch how long he just waits. And Minnesota turns Colorado College over right in the neutral zone. The speed of Pitlick, and he just waited for Snuggerud to get in the position. Puts the perfect pass on Snuggerud.
Center, didn't get it too far though. Snuggerud right back in. It's a Gophers.
Oh my gosh.
Snuggerud does it again. He's unstoppable.
You know, right when he got control of that puck outside the blue line, I'm thinking, I wonder if he's going to shoot it. And he gets right over the blue line, and it's just that quick. Watch Jimmy Snuggerud. He's just going to pause a little bit, and then he snaps that wrist shot. And Berko, I don't even think moved his glove. Didn't even move his glove. And it was in the back of the net. Is he going to be thinking about Jimmy?
Laba gave it to Rinzel, and Snuggerud's got a breakaway.
Oh my.
Snuggerud, hats off! 3 for Jimmy Snuggerud.
Seriously, that's another "are you kidding me" moment. Yeah, I thought he's going to make the pass here to Oliver Moore. No, he just snapped it. He used the defenseman as a screen, put him in between his legs. He pulls it back, and it's just I can't even explain it. There's no need to.
That's his second career hat trick. His first came last year in his third collegiate game against Minnesota State Mankato, October 7th, 2022.
Get the puck on net, get a shot, wait for a rebound.
Snuggerud scores! There's the goal to extend the lead, 4-1.
And guess what? A pretty simple play. Get the puck over the blue line, get the puck on the right hand of the goal scorer, Red Pitlick, to Jimmy Snuggerud, gets to the top of the circle, lets it go, beats Beltry to the blocker saw.
To Rinzel, he risks one, rebound Pitlick, spins it for Snuggerud, he scores!
Season long. Watch this puck movement. Lamb to Rinzel. Rinzel's going to throw it on the net, but guess what? Pitlick right there.
I think he might have gotten his stick in there on Chesley.
Here's Bavaro looking for the win. Oh, close! What a save!
He flashed the leather, made a big stop.
Now Snuggerud, he can win it, and he does! Jimmy Snuggerud in overtime spoils Notre Dame senior night.
Well, big stop by Close at one end, and then Ryan Bischel, it hit him, but he didn't stop enough of it because it squeezed through his arm, right between the blocker and his body. Snuggerud, we mentioned in the open, he's got a big-time shot, and that thing just overpowered the netminder. And Jimmy Snuggerud, that was a save by Close, and then the move here. Move inside, get a little better angle on the shot. That's what Snuggerud does. And then the shot just squeaks through. Some people call it the 7-hole between the blocker and the body of Ryan Bischel.
Took him all weekend, Steve. I mean, he was up and down the ice. He had opportunity after opportunity. Jimmy Snuggerud waited until the final moments, but he gets the big goal.
Rated places on lines.
There's Nelson quickly in front. Snuggerud scores!
Well, there you go. Bob Motzko pushing the right buttons. You mentioned it a couple shifts ago that the Gophers may have changed the lines up to get something going. Jackson Nelson, look at that. Takes a quick look over his shoulder. Jimmy Snuggerud looks up to the sky saying, finally putting one in the back of the net.
Snuggerud comes back to Chesley. There's Snuggerud. Shoots, scores! Jimmy Snuggerud, Minnesota has life. Well, all game long, Jimmy Snuggerud pinned up like a puppy in a cage. Give him a little life and he'll make something happen here. Great. Spread into the ring. Chesley opens up, pulls the high forechecker, and yep, that's what scorers do. And I want you to watch where Jimmy Snuggerud looks right after he releases this puck, after he celebrates for a brief second. He is going to look directly at the scoreboard, wants to know how much time he has left to find a second goal and get this thing moving towards overtime.
Shoots it back in for Minnesota. The long change working against the Bulldogs right now. Snuggerud, he scores! Jimmy Snuggerud. The lead back at 2. It's 3-1.
This was, you could sense this was coming, Zach. And here's the problem. UMD, before this, even this face-off, the whole shift leading up to it, they had the puck in the offensive zone. Kyle Bettens turns the puck over, goes
for Snuggerud to handle. In behind line, puts it right out in front to go right pulse, and there's a shot to goal by Snuggerud. Wow, he just saw that
snapped that thing, and he had to take a look back. You know, he saw everyone celebrating. He didn't know that it went in, but that was a quick shot. Puck came out. And it's all going to start in the neutral zone here. Lamb missing on the pass the first time with Snuggerud. He's going to get it back. And right to Snuggerud. And he just snaps it right away over the
have though held his ground. Wood back to Rinzel. Long shot deflected. They score! Snuggerud's got 2 on the night.
Well, Snuggerud found some free area right in front of Sergeyev. Sam Rinzel at the point rips it to the net. Watch, the puck is going to go back to Rinzel here at the point. Wood to Rinzel. Look at Snuggerud all alone. And he's just going to get a piece. And that's all he needed. Right between the legs of Sergeyev.
Rinzel again, Snuggerud, first time shot, and he scores a power play goal, and it's 2-2. Just like that. And Jimmy Snuggerud is the one who steps up for Minnesota. He gets his 4th goal of the season, and just like that, we are back where we began in Madison. A power play goal, exactly what Minnesota wanted.
But give a lot of credit to Brody Lamb on the outside, was the one that kind of collapsed the Badger defense on the right side of the ice, able to get it back up top to Rinzel, and then a beautiful feed over to Snuggerud, who
coming forward with Paulson. Eric Paulson, chance, Snuggerud scores! And just like that, this game has flipped completely on its head, and Jimmy Snuggerud at the double makes it 3-2 Minnesota, his 2nd goal of the game.
I mean, what a pass from Eric Paulson. Somehow fit it in between 3 Wisconsin defenders, put it right in front of the net for Jimmy Snuggerud. I mean, look at this, right past the outstretched stick of Jack Phelan on the backside, and Snuggerud just snuck in, and wow, what a turn of events in this game. Give Minnesota all the credit in the world. They have showed up after,
Minnesota 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Snuggerud scores! A snipe from Jimmy Snuggerud, and his 6th goal of the season gives the Gophers the lead.
Well, we talked about him in the Open yesterday. I think Snuggerud might be Norwegian for sniper. He is a sniper, and even though his goal total's probably down a little bit this year, he scored 21 as a freshman, 21 as a sophomore. This will be his 6th goal this year, but you can see why he scores. He picks his spot, and he hits it. And a little bit of a screen in front of Nick Kempf, but that shot...
Now Ziemer with a shot, and the rebound is home. Snuggerud again, his 2nd goal of the night, and it's 3-1 Minnesota.
Minnesota just has a knack for getting to loose pucks. And Snuggerud with his 2nd on the night. And why? They get to a loose puck there. It's a bad pass to the point, but Middlestat just kind of forces it to the net. Ziemer runs out and grabs it, throws it at the net, and then, fortunate bounce for Snuggerud. It comes right to him on the forehand, and boy, you know what? I was going to say that's an impossible angle. He banked it in off the netminder.
Looking to work it over, greatly anticipated by the big lanky defenseman, Sam Rinzel. Rinzel, Snuggerud shoots, scores! Snuggy has it, Minnesota leads 2-0.
Blood in the water for the Gophers. Sam Rinzel reads this play perfectly in front of his net. Transitions to Jimmy Snuggerud. And how about the release here by the St. Louis Blues first rounder? Clips that with some pace. That wasn't the only pressure Minnesota had.
One last chance for the Wolverines. And they couldn't get it in. And Chesley gives it to Snuggerud. He scores. And Werner goes after Snuggerud. And everybody
shot on goal, but maybe not that of the quality that they're looking for.
Now Middlestead wires it across.
Snuggerud scores! Pick in the top corner is Jimmy Snuggerud, and it's 1-0 Minnesota.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Get the puck, get in the scoring area, let it go, and you see what Jimmy Snuggerud did there, right at the face-off dot, lets it go short side. That might have been bar down, hit the crossbar and down.
In the neutral zone, Snuggerud couldn't come up with it, but it's cleared back ahead. Jimmy jumps on it, feeds across. Hugo puts it in front, they score! Snuggerud, beautiful tic-tac-toe passing, and it's now 2-0, and we're barely 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah, what a pass by Nick Michael back to Jimmy Snuggerud. Turnover in the neutral zone. Watch right there. And John Snuggerud gets it to John Middlestead to Snuggerud to Nick Michael. They had to fight that a little bit. Found Jimmy right in front. And an easy
10-20 on the season. Here they come again. This is Matthew Wood you're looking at. Slips it across and Snuggerud scores! Power play goal number 21 of the season for Minnesota and number 3 tonight to make it 5-0.
Yeah, those two guys on the wings. You know, when you brought in Matthew Wood, you saw, okay, there's two right-handed shot guys. How are they going to make this work on the power play? And, you know, you put Wood on his offside where he's a shooter, but he's also in a passing position. And he just does a great job of selling a shot till the last second. You see that lane, and I don't think any goaltender in any league is going to stop a shot where Snuggerud has an empty net with that.
It must have hit weird on the pad of Airy because it hit his pad and then snuck in between them. Oh!
Jimmy Snuggerud takes care of that. We're even at a goal apiece.
Do I say it enough, Jim? The next shift after a goal is one of the most important things. You see Eric Paulson there make the initial play. It's a backhander on net, and Snuggerud right on the doorstep there.
Momentarily, right back in come the Gophers. Here's Kurt, puts it up the slot, scores! Snuggerud! And it's now 4-1 Minnesota.
You want to talk about a transition game? Well, you just saw it there. Notre Dame gets the puck on the zone. Minnesota immediately turns the puck the other way. Kester to Snuggerud. And Snuggy gets a shot. I think it's going to be deflected a little bit off a stick of the defender of Notre Dame.
Deemer, though, comes up with it, and he'll get it ahead. Snuggerud gets around his man. Snuggerud going right to the net. Takes a shot, scores! Oh, my! What a goal by Snuggerud! Oh, you want to talk about an NHL-type goal? That is an NHL-type goal.
Yeah, you want to talk about a power move. You're exactly right. And what a play by Brody Zemer in his own end to get that puck. And Snuggerud just powers past that defenseman, pulls the puck, and puts it in between the legs of Owen. Say, watch him just drive to the net. He's going to fake it, and then he's going to pull it, and right in between the legs, Owen Say has no
play. Chesley, Snuggerud in the slot, fires a shot, and he'll score! Just like that, Jimmy Snuggerud gets on the board. And like I said, no lead is safe until the final horn sounds. Jimmy Snuggerud lights the lamp for Minnesota and starts to close this deficit that the Spartans have built.
You're right. Couldn't be more right. I mean, we said it. It's going to be down to the final horn no matter what. I mean, Jimmy Snuggerud, you can't leave a guy like that. You can't give him space.
Firm pass for Rinzel. Rinzel trying to play it on the wing there for Paulson. Snuggerud! Oh, what a bullet! Jimmy Snuggerud pinging in off the pipe, gets it by Augustine, and that's a massive goal for Minnesota to tie the game at 1-1 early in the second.
Sure is. Rush goal by the St. Louis Blues first rounder. And Sam Rinzel carries the mail once again. Kind of a broken play. And Jimmy Snuggerud takes advantage. Rinzel will get an assist as he's the one who lugged.
Not of many, every one of them from the great state of Minnesota. Work here from Zemer. Came free now. Snuggerud comes in. He chipped it and it's in. Side of the goal. Jimmy Snuggerud came in and just took a whack at it. A little poke there on the left side of the goal, and it goes in, and Minnesota gets this game level again. Snuggerud with his second 2-2 game.
Well, hard on the forecheck. We always talk about the Spartans and how tough they are on the forecheck. Well, this time it's Paulson, Zemer, and Jimmy Snuggerud. And Snuggerud showing he's got more than just that great shot in his arsenal. But the puck protection of Brody Zemer sets it up behind the net. Keeps it away from two Spartans.
Be able to finish.
Now it's spin ahead. Here's Snuggerud. Racing and he scores! What a shot by Snuggerud! And the Gophers are on the board! That is his 8th goal in 5+ games.
And that's another odd man rush. And you see Snuggerud beat his guy to the puck. And all he does is just snap it quick. Doesn't pull it back, just snaps it. And that caught Scarfoni, didn't even move, right over the blocker to pull Minnesota within a goal. Wisconsin some chances.
Zemer drop pass. Paulson in front. They score! Snuggerud tips it home, and the Gophers have a 4-2 lead.
This one might be even better. Drop pass by Zemer, and he threads the needle to a streaking Snuggerud.
The goal remains empty. Gordon on the draw, and again Huglin wins it, and the Gophers clear it out. Here's Snuggerud going after the empty net, and he's got it.
How about Aaron Huglin on the draws? 2 draws, 2 empty net goals. Sam Rinzel, that time, off the draw, gets the puck up to Huglin, who found Snuggerud. Watch him just bear down. What a great play. Rinzel comes in, picks it up, and there's Jimmy, gets his goal.
Brings back out. Snuggerud once more. Drops it off. Back to Snuggerud in the circle. A sharp angle shot. Score! Tied right back up here in State College. Snuggerud's 22nd of the season.
And that's a goal Sergeyev would love to have back. Minnesota had numbers going into the zone with Moore, Snuggerud, and Zemer. And watch, Moore's going to have the puck. You think he's going to shoot it. And look where Snuggerud shoots that puck from. Bad angle shot. And just off the pad of Sergeyev into the net.
Circle across for Rinzel, walks in, one-timer score! Jimmy Snuggerud! Power play, 1-0 Gophers.
Love what Minnesota does on the power play here. They're going to pull this puck, and therefore the penalty kill triangle of the Minutemen to the left, closer to Sam Rinzel. That's going to open up an opportunity for Jimmy Snuggerud, the right-hander, and he releases this one-timer with pace, beats Harabel to get the Gophers on the board. We talked about the Gophers, rest versus rust. One thing that could have been trapped. No call.
Oliver Moore wins the face-off. Snuggerud walks in, shot, score! Tie game! second of the night for Jimmy Snuggerud. And with 3:36 to go, the Gophers the equalizer.
Jimmy Snuggerud, a big-time player, big-time expectation. The patience to roll across the top there. The Minutemen and a Gopher player makes it difficult for Harabel to track, and he releases this through the defender's legs, through the goaltender's legs, into the back of the net for maybe the biggest